Next Fall and All About Me began previews last week. All About Me started at the Henry Miller's Theater, and Next Fall began at the Helen Hayes Theater. I believe I talked about a beheading in Spokane and Loot in my last video. If not, there you go. A beheading in Spokane also began previews. Anyway, All About Me is a sort of cabaret act, with Michael Feinstein and Dame Edna. And apparently it's crap. I mean, all the people who have seen it have said that it's awful and it is not very good. I don't know what people are thinking of Next Fall, but it was a hit off Broadway, and so one can naturally assume that it's going to do well, at least get good reviews on Broadway. I began in Spokane. Some people are saying that it's good. And Loot, I don't know what people think. Nobody has really talked about it. Moving on, Love Never Dies began previews over on the West End in London. And it's getting kind of bad reviews from people. Now, some people are saying that it's just really good, but others are saying that it's just ludicrous and that everyone in the show does like a 180 from their characters in the original. So yeah. Quality entertainment right there. Speaking of Andrew Lloyd Webber, there is talk that Evita, the revival that occurred in 2006 in London with an Argentinian actress whose last name is Rogers. Is it Alina Rogers? I don't remember. May be coming to Broadway with her in it. And there was also talk about casting a big name, like a big star, as Chi, who was originated on Broadway by Mandy Patinkin and in the movie by Antonio Banderas. And there was talk about Ricky Martin. Now, before you say anything, and before I actually throw up, Ricky Martin was on Broadway in the original run at some point of Les Mis. He played Marius. I want to see this. I want to see him play Marius. Marius. Moving on. So, a couple of months ago, it was announced that Hair, the hit Broadway revival, would be moving to the West End, and some of the original cast will be going with it. I'm going really fast. And then it was announced that they were doing this opening casting call. Now, not that they used many people from this opening casting call, but they announced the new cast, which is going to be in March 9th. This new cast includes Diane DeGarmo of American Idol fame. Now, she was also in Hairspray on Broadway, The Toxic Avenger off-Broadway, and I believe Brooklyn on tour. So, don't judge her. She is a stage actress. Also from American Idol, Ace Young, who plays like 6th or something. He was part of the tour of Greece, I'm assuming with Taylor Hicks. But it's closing, so I believe that it's either because of the bad reviews on Broadway or Taylor Hicks. I'm leaning towards Taylor Hicks. But at any rate, Ace Young is going to be playing Will Swenson's part. And Emma Zacks, who you may recall that name from Legally Blonde, The Search for the New Elle Woods, or the next Elle Woods. She, just to jog your memory, was the smoker who always complained about, oh, my voice isn't very good because I used to smoke. You see, I'm getting a little Harvey Firestein going on here. But you don't even need to try to remember all of these people's names or the characters they're playing. Just remember, hey, they're the ones that are going to be naked. Some sad news. South Pacific, the hit Broadway revival. I'm talking about 2 hit Broadway revivals this week. That is currently playing at the Vivian Beaumont Theater, will be closing in August. On August 22nd, it will have played 37 previews and exactly, I love this, 1,000 performances. Now, can I just throw this out here and say that if they had started a day later, they would have played like 999 performances, and I would just be sitting there in my dressing room like, what the heck? Can we not just play one more performance? Can we not just close on a Monday and not a Sunday? At any rate, there was some talk going around that it would be closing because it was announced that A Free Man of Color, this play, I believe it's a new play, was going to be produced by Lincoln Center, and really, there's an off-Broadway theater, I believe, that they are control of, but there's really only the Vivian Beaumont, and so they were thinking, well, it's probably going to close. And it's true. And after it closes, first, A Free Man of Color, I believe, let's make sure. Yeah, A Free Man of Color will be taking over in like October or something. And then it's playing a limited engagement, and then Warhorse, which is a transfer from London. And if you haven't seen pictures or video of this show, go do it now. I don't even know what it's about. I believe they're both set in the 1800s, but anyway, it is amazingly beautiful. Like, they use these life-size puppets of these horses, and these people control them. It is so beautiful. Go check it out. In the same press release as these two other shows going into the Vivian Beaumont, it was announced that a musical version of the foreign film Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown will be moving to the Belasco next season. Now, the Belasco has been doing renovations recently, and so this will be the first show. And the Lincoln Center also kind of controls the Belasco. So, yay! Musicals based on films. That's new. And also, most recently, it was announced that, well, Playboy.com is reporting that Catherine Zeta-Jones and Angela Lansbury's contracts for Little Night Music are scheduled to end in June. Now, currently they are selling tickets through the end of August. So, one can assume that they're going to try and keep it on its legs, you know. My theory is that they're going to go through the Tony Award nominations, you know, in May. One or both of them may get a nomination. Then they'll go through the Tony Awards. They'll probably go through the end of June. They'll go through the Tony Awards. If one of them wins, I have a feeling that they may extend, perhaps, especially if it's Catherine Zeta. But she may have a movie, you know, contract, that some movie scheduling issues. Why she's ending. Speaking of which, I'll mention something in a second. And if Angela wins, then either she'll kill over from exhaustion. I would hate that to happen, but she is 80 million years old. So, I wouldn't judge her if she started walking up the stage and then just killed over on national television. Sad. True. But she would be a trending topic on Twitter again. I feel terrible saying that now. Oh, Angela Lansbury, don't die! So that's it for Hunter's Broadway, my little chickadees. Until next time, I am Ripley the Band. The early videos. Oh, and you're the reason why. Oh, and you're the reason why. Oh, and you're the... Oh. Sorry, it's actually not you. It's someone else.